Hello everybody, I'm Danger Gen Vex and welcome to another episode of
Really Random!
This week's words, as randomly chosen from the words you suggested, were cars, wind, and mice. The topic generator that we usually use kind of started getting predictable, so I looked around and I found another one, and I tossed in your words to see what they would look like, and it really did kick out some random suggestions. So the 4 random topics that it generated for us were, and from these options you guys voted on Twitter to select the following winner. How to be the MacGyver of mice. Now that brings back memories. The MacGyver part, not the mice part. For those of you who don't know, MacGyver was an old TV show that we used to love in my family. In fact, my brother wore the MacGyver mullet for most of his young life, and protect your little soul if you touched it. Now, the whole premise of the series was very simple. You take MacGyver, the hero, you toss him into a crap situation that has no solution or no escape, and he would use everyday items or whatever you picked around him, you know, a toothpick, a piece of bubble gum, and a hairbrush, and he would escape a deadly mansion filled with bad guys using just those items. That was MacGyver. He could turn anything into anything to get out of anything. So the question is, how would you become the MacGyver of mice? This one had me thinking a bit, and there's just no way you can tackle this from a serious point of view, so don't even expect me to, okay? Instead, we're gonna have a bit of fun with it. So, how do you become the MacGyver of mice? First things first, realize you're a mouse and you're pretty much at the bottom of the bloody food chain here on planet Earth. You have to be self-aware and get a little bit of intelligence. Bonus point if you are a mouse in a scientific testing lab, and that is how you've gained your intelligence. Extra bonus points if your name is Brain. The second thing you need to do, now that you've got a brain, is to realize what you are and who you are. You know, become self-aware, sentient, you know, human-like in your thought process. Bonus points if you decide to name yourself either Jacques, Brain, Jerry, or Feifel. Now you've realized you're a mouse and you're in a pretty shit situation because you are at the bottom of the bloody food chain. So now you've got to realize who your predators are, like owls, cats, and humans. Bonus point if you realize this through Mousetrap, Tom and Jerry cartoons, or pretty much anything similar to that. Now, you're a mouse, you're self-aware, and you know that your life is pretty much going to be a fight for survival from beginning to end. Now, to turn you into the MacGyver of mice, we need to toss you into an especially crappy situation. So we're going to say you're a little white mouse in a laboratory that you need to escape. Not only do you need to get out of your cage, but you've got to get past the humans and the other animals, including some very vicious genetically altered cats. Alright, my little mouse genius, it's time to get creative and become MacGyver. First things first, all you have is a mouse water dispenser, your mouse wheel, some shavings, a little bit of newspaper, a lot of droppings, and the needle that got jammed in your butt. Using only those items, you managed to escape the cage, but because you're the MacGyver of mice, you know that you can't just leave the other poor souls there, but you've also got to be realistic. So, before you escape, you train up a couple of other mice to lead the more pinky-like mice to follow your orders and get everybody out of there. Now, the first thing you do is you need to sneak out, get a plan, find out which way they're going to escape. Once that's done, you're going to escape from your cage, guide all your buddies out and hope for the best, while you take care of the nasty humans with the additional parts from the mousetrap that you picked up, because they don't want mice escaping. So you trap the humans somehow, you escape the lab somehow, you catch the cat in its own cage, or you catch the cat and trap it in with the dog somehow, using the very limited items available to you. You lead your people to freedom, and then from that day forward, to solve whatever problems they get, you become MacGyver, I guess? Basically, you will need to spend the rest of your little mouse life going to look for trouble, get in crap situations, and get out of it somehow, which is the trademark of MacGyver. And that, my dear little mouse friend, is how you will become the MacGyver of mice. I almost forgot. There is one very, very, very important thing you must do to become MacGyver. You need to grow a little mouse mullet. Only then will you be MacGyver. Business in the front and party in the back. And that does it for this episode of Really Random, which is about as really random as it gets. How to become the MacGyver of mice? Now that's not something I ever thought I'd talk about, especially not to other people. But now we have. We've enjoyed the randomness of the moment. I hope you enjoyed the randomness of the moment. If you did, remember to leave me a like down below, along with your word suggestions for next week's random topic. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!